Yes, I'm live. Welcome, grateful day, and welcome to the 79th episode of the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast with your host, Jenée Hudson, the Uplifter. I empower professional entrepreneurs to overcome toxic environments who feel disqualified with self-doubt, to take decisive action, lead boldly in identity, and to persevere, all anchored in faith. Time for the t-shirt. Okay, so today's t-shirt says self-love, self-respect, and self-worth. So this t-shirt is pretty much a reminder of that self-love, and the meaning of it is valuing and caring for yourself through kindness, compassion, and healthy choices that honor your overall well-being. And then you have self-respect. Well, self-respect is holding yourself to high standards by setting boundaries, standing up for your values, and refusing to settle for less than you actually deserve. Also, self-worth. For self-worth of this shirt, and that's what it states here, that pretty much means recognizing your just inherent value, just knowing that you are enough because you are. Okay, without needing to simply prove it through like achievements or approvals. So all of these things are how I actually feel about myself. And I really, really hope and pray that you feel the same about yourself, which transitions us into a perfect transition, you guys, for today's episode called The Power of Remembering Who You Are. Self-love is the key to purpose with guest Noel Nicole Love, you guys. Yes. So today's episode pretty much is about what happens when you're showing up for everyone else, but slowly fading from yourself. It's about recognizing that you don't have to disappear inside of your own vision, right? We're talking about what it means to anchor your business and or your journey in self-love, to lead from your identity instead of your insecurities, all right? And to rise, not just doing more, but by remembering who you have always been. Just underneath that little pressure that we go through, that's what we'll be talking about. But first, let me share just some eye-opening statistics really quick, like I like to do. So, according to the Harvard Business Review, you guys, only 1 in 3 businesses and business owners practice regular self-care. Can you believe that? Or mindset renewal. Yet emotional exhaustion, you guys, is the number 1 driver of business burnout. Can you believe that? I sure can. Also, a study from the Journal of Positive Psychology found that entrepreneurs who engage daily, they literally, if they use affirmations or self-love rituals, they report 29% greater resilience and long-term decision-making in clarity. I can definitely see that being true. And then lastly, the KPMG Women's Leadership Study from the year 2022 showed that 79% of women leaders struggle with low self-worth despite high performance, which directly impacts their actual confidence and making bold business decisions, you guys, or even in pursuing leadership opportunities. And we don't want that. So we got to cut that out. With all that said, I am so very excited to inform you all today of the special guest. Oh man, you guys, you are in for a treat. Watch out. So you guys, man, this guest, she is someone whose story isn't just powerful, but it's purposeful. All right? So today I am honored to introduce you to our esteemed guest, Noel Nicole Love. You guys, but wait. Let me first just tell you a little bit about Noel, okay? All right. Noel Nicole Love is the founder of the Self-Love Lab, a transformative space created to help others reconnect with their worth, to discover their purpose, and glow from inside out, you guys. Woo! I am excited already, okay? Through her many entrepreneurial experiences and business ventures, Noel has helped hundreds of clients launch and grow their own businesses, you guys. Tuning in and just simply turning their vision into action with confidence and clarity. As a social worker, creative, and a visionary, she believes self-love is the foundation for bold faith, aligned purpose, and becoming your highest self. Woo! You guys, she is a rock star already, okay? Her mission is to help others remember who they are and rise with intention. Yes! So please join me in welcoming our esteemed guest today, Noel Nicole Love, you guys. Woo! All right, let's get her on here. Let's go. All right. Let's go.
Hey, hey,
Hi!
hey,
Welcome!
thank you. You had me pumped up. I was like, yes,
Hey, hey.
come on,
Right.
79th episode.
All right.
Yes,
79.
yes.
All right. Look at you,
I
beautiful.
love it. Thank you. Yes,
Man, I'm so very honored to have you and blessed to have you on my podcast today. Thank you so very much for joining.
yes.
Is there anything that you would like? Well, first, I'd like to just ask you, where can people follow you and get in touch with you? Let me just say that first.
Okay. So yes, definitely reach out to me at the selflovelab.net. Yes, you can get in touch with me right through my website there. That's the best way. That's the best way. Let's
Okay.
leave it there. Yeah.
All right, there y'all
Mhm.
go. And look, I'm following you guys. So if you don't get her information, go to mine. You got her right there.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So welcome. I guess so. Listen, this is how I do this. To
Okay.
guide our discussion, here are 5 giftful questions that I like to give the audience. And I am so very eager to continue and explore with our amazing, esteemed guest, Noel Nicole Love, you guys. So
Woo-hoo.
let's get started. You ready?
I think so.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
you got this. Look. All right. So we're going to start with gift number 1 and
Okay.
therefore number 1. So gift number 1 is Noel. You often say that self-love is like the foundation for like bold faith and just aligned purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for entrepreneurs or people just along their journeys in life, who are struggling with self-doubt, where can they start in remembering who they truly are?
That's such a good question. Ooh. Okay. allow me to say this too, right? I definitely have some bullet points. So if y'all see me back and forth, and that's why, right? Because I have to make sure that I don't miss anything, right? That I want to say. But I would say three things real quick. I would say start by being quiet because self-doubt is so loud.
Mm,
Negative thoughts, um, we all know, overpower those positive thoughts throughout the day. So start there. Something else that I love doing is mirror affirmations.
mm,
So the one that I chose for today, because I knew I was going to be on here with you, is just simply to say that I am not who the world told me to be.
mm.
I am who God created me to be. So I'm pretty sure the Holy Spirit gave me that one 100% hands down. So I like that one because it's not about who the world says you should be, right? We have all these categories and stereotypes and what you should be doing and boss girl and whatever, all these different things. But be who God created you to be. So I
Yes.
encourage you to say that affirmation to yourself. Lastly, I just want to say, in the lab, we encourage you to tap into that power that you were born with. One of our mottos is just to discover the wealth that's already inside of you. So
Mm,
it's not that it's not there already, it is. We're just helping you along the way to discover exactly what that purpose is, what that gift and talent is all about.
yes. Love all of those. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
If you all can relate, put relate to that. Love that. Thank you for that. All right. Okay, we are on to gift number two.
Okay.
So, gift number two, the question is, as the founder of the actual Self Love Lab, how
Mhm.
have you seen like identity and self worth impact how people like show up in business or again along their journey, especially when they're launching or like leading something new?
Oof. Another awesome question, but I wouldn't expect anything else from you. Um, you know what, your identity is always going to speak louder than your strategy, right? You're your brand no matter what. You have three different brands, you have all your brands going on, but ultimately the person is meeting you. So we can I've seen entrepreneurs, I mean, all the time with my clients, right? They delay launching their business because deep down they feel like they're not good enough. My logo isn't nice enough. I don't get enough likes. Or people who change their pricing, right? Because they don't see their own worth, right? So they start dumbing down their pricing and they feel like, oh, people think I'm doing too much. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. You know what I mean? Be you. There's no such thing as that. So I would definitely say, don't let anything like that impact your self-worth. In the lab, we try to get down to your root worth. That's the whole purpose of it. That way you're not building your brand on insecurity. It's more about building it on confidence and clarity of exactly who you are and who you were meant to be.
Like that. Yes, I love that.
Yes.
Clarity is so very important because you will be stuck without it. Let me tell you.
Yep.
I love
Yes.
that. All right. Okay. Well, we are off to gift number three.
All right.
So, with gift number three, many entrepreneurs obviously they hustle for validation through like success. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
But we still feel unfulfilled, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
how can they like shift from providing their worth to operating from a space of already being worthy?
Oh, good question. Okay. You know what? Stop. Don't do so much performing. Do way more believing.
Oh,
Like, don't tie your value to your productivity. Start seeing yourself more as I'm valuable simply because I exist already.
mm,
Who I am showing up as today, knowing that you're already enough. So know that you're already enough. Don't get up thinking, what do I need to do today to be seen? No, say, change the thought, So one of my big things in the lab is changing your words so that you can instantly learn how to break those habits and like change that thought pattern on an instant. Because I used to be bad, it take you a minute, you're about to cuss, you're like, oh yeah, and you're trying to change it, right? No, it used to take me, but now I can change that thought immediately. So changing those thoughts, not thinking about what do I need to do today to be seen, but let's change that around to say, who am I showing up as, knowing that you're enough already? And that one question alone can change the way you move, the way you serve, and the way that you lead other people.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that is
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
true. Oh, that's a great answer. Look,
Yes.
for
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, look, you getting some love, some heart.
I know.
Girl, you telling the
Hey,
truth
y'all.
in the
Thank you.
chat. All right.
I love y'all.
Loving this. You guys, if you are enjoying this, please just put the word enjoy in the chat. Look,
Yes.
love up in here because we are what? Loving ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Gift number 4. So, gift number 4,
Okay.
can you simply just share a moment in your own journey, right? Where you had to pause, realign, and remember who you were and how that like helped you to elevate your next level.
Ooh. I have had so many moments like that. You know what? Some truth and transparency is I've had many, many jobs. I'm now working in my career, but I've had many jobs. I've also owned many businesses for years, right? So as far as my own journey is concerned, I feel like I've had the platform before, I've had the products, I've had the plans, but I never had the peace I needed. That peace you need, that inner peace of knowing yourself so that you can work on yourself inside out, outside in. It works both ways. You know what I mean? Because if you're not feeling good, we can get on here and smile and all that. And the moment the cameras go off, now you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
it's just that easy, right? So I would say, in the moments when I did have to pause, the best thing that happened to me is I remembered that I wasn't building a brand, because before it was all about building your brand, you're a brand boss, all that. And I love this stuff, right? I love it. Don't get me wrong. But now I'm more about birthing a mission, right? Finding self-love covers so many different areas. I talk to women who suffer domestic abuse, right? That's part of loving yourself more. Who are just too afraid, have great ideas, but are way too afraid to start. Absolutely not, right? They can't even see past, like, no way. I can never get on camera. I can never do this. I'm like, I promise you, if I can do it, you can do it. Right?
Yeah,
So that clarity and those pauses and those breaks, and I won't even call them failures because you can only fail if you stop. But that clarity didn't just elevate me to the next level, it aligned me with divine timing to get to this place. You know what I mean? So everything I've learned, I've taken myself through that whole process to say, oh, this is how it works. Now I got to tell everybody. Right? Yeah. Yes.
I love that. Oh my God. Man, look, I too am guilty. Look, I'm ready to like, I'm Jenée Hudson and I'm guilty.
Yes.
I
Yes,
have
we
done
all are.
so many things of those, and like you, the many different businesses and not having that lack of clarity. I was just telling a young lady the other day, I started with 5 businesses and narrowed them down to 3, and now those about to be 2. So,
Right? Yes.
did it if I didn't have that love and confidence for myself, though, right? Because there's so many people, unfortunately, even in my family, they aren't entrepreneurs, so they don't have that mindset.
Yes.
So I'm just like, a lot of times I felt like I was just kind of doing it on my own. Like, okay, let me just get this. Of course, this platform, audience, know that you do not have to do it alone.
I know that's right.
You got people, us, myself,
Yes.
Noel, who can show you the way.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Love that. All right. Okay, man. I don't want these questions in. No,
I know, right? I know.
we should have added some more questions. No, okay.
I know, right? Yes.
All right. Well, last but not least is gift number 5. So,
Okay.
gift number 5 pertains to if a listener feels like disconnected from their vision or burned out, like what's one or two mindsets, or like that heart set, we're going to the heart, that
Yes.
shift, where they can make that they could actually make today. They can implement it today. They don't have to wait to start like glowing from the inside out again.
Mm. Okay. So burnout, people think burnout is mostly about doing too much.
Mm.
Burnout also can happen to you if you're not aligned with what you're supposed to be doing. And it can feel really good. You might even be making a couple of dollars. But if
Mm.
it's not aligned with that purpose,
Mm.
somehow it just doesn't, the frequency is off, right? You ever see a radio and you're trying to get the equalizer right, and you're trying to get all the lines to stop bouncing just right so it can sound good? That frequency kind of works the same way, right? Until you get the bass and the treble and the tone and everything is just right.
Mm.
So with saying that, if you start to feel disconnected, I want to say what everybody says. Don't forget your why, right? Which is very true. Always go back to why you got started in the first place, whether it's college tuition for kids or whatever it is,
Paying
right?
the bills, whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Nourish yourself. Go outside,
Mm.
ground, soak in the sun. That is your energy. It
Mm.
doesn't matter what race you are.
Yes.
Um, Maybe it's journaling for you. Maybe it's scripting. If you're not sure what scripting is, get with me. Maybe it's just stopping and meditating, taking that moment to just get to yourself, because we have so many questions for God. We always want to know oh Lord, what am I supposed to be doing in all of that? And we ask all these questions, but we never take 2 seconds to stop and listen to get the answer. So okay, how's it going to happen? So do those things without guilt, because you're pouring that self-love into yourself with intention. That's going to automatically start making your glow return. And that's where your superpower lies. Your
Mm.
superpower is in that glow.
Yeah.
And the more and more you keep pouring into yourself and the more you start glowing, okay, you're going to be like, oh my God, I feel so good. Yes, you're gonna be looking good, feeling good. You will
Mm.
start doing good. Mm-hmm.
Feeling like you are clear with
Yes.
of what you're supposed to be doing. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I love all of that. Man, you bring up just having that and just like being outside even and things like that. And honestly, I like outside, but there are times when I don't. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
honest. But you are so right when it helps big time. Because let me tell you something. I actually did something where I remember having to do my first speech even, right? With some
Mm-hmm.
coaches in my next level speaking academy. And I was so nervous,
Right.
excited that I was like, man, I was told, you know what, Jenée, go outside in your backyard and just put your feet in the grass. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yes.
I
That's
was
so
like,
good.
put my feet in the grass. I don't walk outside with no shoes, first of all.
Oh no, you gotta
But I
do
was
it.
like, she was like, just do it. I was like, okay, but man, I went and I did that. It was like an hour before I had to say that speech, Noel. And oh my goodness.
Woo.
Let me tell you, my feet were in the grass and I just sat there with a moment and just prayed and just brought it all up and put it all aside and all the anxiety, all these things. And the Lord showed up as always, and I came
Yes.
back to the computer and was like, okay, to my phone, and it was time to do my speech. I remember sitting on my little piano bench stool right here, and I'm like, okay, waiting for them to call me up, and man, I was so ready at that point.
Yes.
In the catch up.
Yes.
I was so ready. So that is so important. I am so glad that you mentioned that because man, there was nothing like it. That I felt like I could conquer the world after going to my God. Let me tell you.
See? Yes. Yes.
Woo!
It's so important. And those are just small things. So imagine actually intentionally taking the time to get to know yourself all over again. Oh my God.
Mm.
The closer you get to you, this sign behind me, I think it's the black one. Yeah. That black middle picture behind me says, greater is he that is in me.
Mm.
Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. So him inside of me, what? What? How
I
you
love
gonna beat that? And I'm made in his image, so you gotta know it's something special about you. And
it.
please believe it is. And if you need to tap into it, you know what I'm saying? That's why we have
Man.
people like you, Jenée. That's why we have people like me. And
Mm.
whoever you are listening, you're a leader in a category all on your own. It's just
Mm.
time to tap into it. It's just time to tap into it. That's
Man.
all. Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I know. Look, you got Chad claps, all that in the chat.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I need another question. No.
Right. Right. I am enjoying this. I am. And I really want to thank you for that too. Because I'm behind the scenes most of the time. Like this isn't my thing. You know,
Me.
I've done it before, but normally I'm working on websites. I'm working on flyers. I'm helping other people try to push themselves forward. So I don't get a chance to do this part, but I love it. I love it. And thank you.
I am so very grateful to have Noel Love, you
Yes.
guys, as our special esteemed guest today.
Woo.
Is there anything else? And tell us one more time where we can connect with you. But is there anything else that you would like to share with the guests today about yourself or a motivational word or to the entrepreneurs, 9 to 5ers, whatever works?
Woo! Look, just saying those words give you that little feeling like, oh, I'll say 9 to 5. Okay. Don't say it. Okay. Here's my closing word I've been thinking about all day today. I want to dare. I want to dare everybody who hears this message. I dare you to dream big. I dare you to set some goals for yourself, right?
Yeah.
I dare you to take the steps to accomplish those goals. And if you don't know where to start, go to the selflovelab.net and click on Dare to Dream. And I will be right there waiting to help you. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Love it. Look, I'm doing snaps on this.
Hey, yes.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so very much for
Thank
joining me.
you.
You've been a blessing. I'm just glad
Yes.
to even know you, just so you know. So
Yes,
you
thank
are
you. You
Mr.
too.
Girl
You know I
Price.
love you. Yes, you know I love you. Next time I'm having me a shirt on too.
Every
I know
Friday.
I love that. I love that part.
Every Friday. No.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Sometimes I just go to your videos and then I scroll to the t-shirt part. Like, what y'all shirt? What's that? I love it. I love that part. I love what it brings. You know what I'm saying? Just that piece, that element. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I be talking about. Bring full you. Everything that you're you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Your
Hey,
normal, natural self. Ain't no faking over here. So
look, I
y'all know
always
me. Y'all
say,
know how I roll.
I, always,
Yeah.
I can only be me. Thank God.
Yes. Yes.
Period. With the
I
T.
love it.
So,
I love it.
thank you so much, Noel. You can feel free to stay on. I do have some other things that I'm
Okay.
just giving some other gifts to give them as I usually do. But
Okay.
feel free after you can come back in, however you want to do it.
All right. Well, I'm
Thank you,
tapping out. I
everybody.
love y'all.
Love
Thank you
you.
so much for having me. Yeah, I'm about to be in the audience hitting hearts now.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yep. Bye, y'all.
Bye. All right, you guys. Wow, how phenomenal was she? Oh my gosh. You guys, let's remember to follow and put to action Noel Nicole Love's wise suggestions, but also your own short, giftful, and actionable steps. You know, I like to give action to things, right? To help with this episode. So, gift number one is titled Self Love Clarifies Your Calling. Man, let me tell you what I mean by that. As an entrepreneur, or just simply along your journey, or even in your 9 to 5, it's so easy to get caught up in like comparison, and it's like a trap for the most part, right? So chasing trends, redoing things that others actually already did and their blueprints and things like that, or tweaking your actual business. But you guys, you got to remember to show up and put out your actual voice, because that's what really sells. All right. So when you're like rooted, since we're talking about self-love, in like self-love, man, you guys, that clarity, it becomes your actual compass. Let me tell you, all because you have that self-love for yourself. And don't waste time like on detours. Don't do that. Instead, you can like discern yourself with what aligns in your life along your journey, your spiritual journey, or whatever that may be for you. And you want to release all of that out there so that you can have less distractions, because you're going to be at your best doing things, right? You're going to have less distractions by doing this. So self-love just like make you self-centered. No, I've had a person who actually came on and they said some comment, and I said something about, man, it's a wonderful day and I'm just feeling amazing, all these things. And she responded back and was like, wow, aren't you into yourself? And I'm like, yes. I responded back like, I sure am. And you should be into yourself as well. You guys, really, negativity, you already know, negativity is beneath me. So pick yourself back up. Don't let people get in your head and keep moving. All right. So it doesn't make you self-centered at all. It's simply a strategic act of remembering your why, like Noel mentioned earlier, your who, and your how. All right. And listen, if you need some assistance in having like self-love, here's these things. First, here's one thing that you can do to simply like deepen this actual alignment along your journey, right? One can benefit from reading, there's a book, you guys. It's called You Are the One. That's what it's titled, by Kute Blackson. Actually, it's Kute. All right, Blackson, which explores how just radical self-acquaintance is, and acceptance, and just how it leads to that authentic purpose or freedom, you guys, in leadership and just along your journey. So check out that book. And secondly, instead of like the common productivity tools that we usually do, consider using the app called How We Feel. That's what it's called, which is a free, I like that word free, you guys, research backed up like emotional check-in app. It's developed by scientists, so that's a great thing, right? And therapists, and just that emotional intelligent experts. So you already know you're going to be in good hands by getting that out, let me tell you. So this app, just so you know, it's designed to simply just help users track and to better understand their actual emotions, you guys. How fabulous is that, right? And it is an ideal tool for entrepreneurs or just people along their journeys, to simply just want to lead from emotional awareness. Man, that is so key, you guys, rather than that sensitive spot. We have so many sensitive spots just within us. We don't need any help with that. So get that app to help you out. And then lastly, for this particular one, is for help for help for like that podcast that lends into like that soulful clarity without fluff. You guys know how I feel about fluff. You know, I am over the fluff from anybody coming at me, let me tell you. But check out, it's called The Sunday Jumpstart, you guys, by Kashira Moffett, which offers weekly faith-filled and purpose-driven reflections for entrepreneurs and just people along their journey who are navigating self-doubt. You guys, it is so powerful. And it helps you to like, with a call to simply rise, right? Which is, I definitely want to see you do that. We're worthy of rising and together, all right? Okay. Gift number 2 is titled Healing Your Identity Heals Your Brand. Man, you guys, I had to learn all of these things the hard way, but I am giving them to you right here firsthand, all right, and up front. So if your business or journey like feels like chaotic, I know mine have, right? Or just inconsistent, it might not be a systems issue, you guys. And you know I love you, but I'm going to keep it real. It might just be a self issue. Okay? So as like when we're in our like inner narrative, and when it's filled with like fear and insecurity and, I'm sorry, old labels, because we're titling them things old labels. We are getting rid of those things, right? Your business or your journey reflects that actual disruption. And we don't need that. And I know you don't either. So we're going to let that go. Okay. Right here today. We're not waiting till next week, this weekend, today. Let go of the disruption, especially when they're negative. But, you know, when you do the work to heal, you guys, that is the key word, heal. Those parts of you, like they really help with your self-worth, and they help you to even love yourself more because you're seeing how great that you're doing things and how wonderful and amazing that you already are. All right. And your actual brand, it becomes clearer. Trust and believe. I know this firsthand with 3 businesses. Your brand, it just like, it's like a light bulb comes on for you, right? And then you feel more energetic, like you could just take on the world. I often feel like that by just utilizing these tools. And you're like powerfully aligned, which is what a lot of this tonight that we're talking about. It is very important to be spiritually and powerfully aligned. All right. So today, you guys, I am going to give you some actionable steps to help in this area as well. You know, I am all about taking action, not just about taking notes. No, I don't even roll that way. All right. So first, what you can do with this area to support like that healing and that integration, a powerful read. Here's another read for you guys. Is called Sacred Success by Barbara Stanny. All right. Which bridges wealth, identity, and an inner healing for like women who are building purpose-driven empires, you guys. Check out that book. And for those who are actually like building or rebranding what you're actually doing within your business or along your journey, check out the website called Design Files. You guys, Design Files is phenomenal, which is an under the radar, like visual planning tool is what it is, that goes far beyond like the traditional mood boards that we put up and things like that for ourselves. And then we don't come back to them for about a month. You know how we do it. Well, no. How we used to do it. Okay. But it allows you to create that interactive like brand board for yourself and that inspirational wall that we all need with us, right? and even the content layouts that reflect your actual story, your identity, and your energy, you guys, versus what? Just putting up a logo. All of these things are going to help you out tremendously. All right. Last but not least is gift number 3 from me, and it is titled Purpose Without Self-Worth Leads to Performance Overload, you guys. And we don't want that either. No, no more, right? So listen, many purpose-driven entrepreneurs or just people along their journeys unknowingly operate from a place of what? Providing mode, you guys. Yes, providing mode. Like even when like success comes, you guys, I am a witness to this. Let me tell you, big time. Because even when like that success comes, you know how it comes in spurts and things like that. Like we tend to like burn out by trying to validate our actual worth with consistent output. I said it. Yes. And we don't want to keep doing that at all. Because listen, that self-worth isn't earned at the time that we're doing all of that. It's remembered. Yes. So when you're like grounded in your identity, man, you guys, I honestly just kind of came into my identity even in the last 3 years. And I am so grateful that I finally even found myself. Yep, I'm saying it. I found myself in my identity, you guys. But knowing your identity, you can build and you can grow from like a place of wholeness, because I didn't feel whole at all. So if you're feeling like that, you know what I mean. If you can relate, put relate in the chat. But it helps you with that wholeness instead of that hustle. Because Lord knows I was on the grind. Okay. I often tell some of my sister girls, I am getting out of the grinding game. That's got to stop. I cannot do that no more. Right. So if you can relate, put relate. But unfortunately, I had to learn all of this the hard way. So I'm just trying to give you guys all the nuggets, the gems, the diamonds, and things like that to help you on your way. So I'm really hoping that you guys are taking these things down. All right. Listen, you know I like to give actionable steps. So for this last one, the actionable steps for this and to help you with this area, the first thing that you can look into doing is you want to have, it has to do with like mindfulness, which bridges both your spiritual grounding as well as your psychological clarity, you guys. And there's an app to help with this. Yes, you know this is how the world works with all these apps and stuff. But the app is called Open App. And it's a beautifully designed app. Like it offers that breath work to help you, that sound meditation and movement practices that help like the high achievers. You know, we out here, we high achievers up in here, right? To stay emotionally just regulated and embodied, you guys, in their leadership. Whew, you guys have to check out that app. It is so very helpful. Very helpful. All right. Also, what you can do for this is you can explore. Here's another book. The book called Rest in Resistance. Man, you guys, that book is by Trisha Hershey. Okay. And she's the founder of the NAP Ministry, which reclaims like that rest as like a form of resistance, healing, and more importantly, power for like creatives and like leaders. So if you're one of those, tap into that. All right. Well, that's the end of the Giftful Gems, you guys, for today's episode. Remember that our greatest power, it doesn't come from like strategy, not at all. It comes from what? Remembrance. That is so key, you guys. And from just knowing that we are already enough. Are we not? If we are enough, and if you are enough, and you know this, put enough in the chat, all right? We are already called to what we're supposed to be doing and what our alignment already is, you guys, and what that we're already worthy. Remember that too. Remember, we're remembrance. That's the whole key of this whole talk tonight, right? So as I actually close tonight, man, this beautiful conversation that I was so just grateful and provided by an excellent guest and things like that tonight. You guys, you got to remember to love yourself. It is so important. And I know it could be hard, believe it or not, to do that, but you're so worthy of it. Just try it. Try all the things that was mentioned by Noel Love and by myself this evening and watch what God does in your life. God loves us and wants us to also love ourselves, you guys. Man. And then here's another thing. Loving yourself, you are able to just share the word and all the things and the trials and tribulations and how it didn't break you and how instead it made you into who you are today. All right? So listen, because it's the month of June, I also do want to bring recognition to two things that are happening in June, every June. And because we're all God's children, I do not judge. Therefore, the first thing that we're going to celebrate in June is Pride Month, you guys, which is a sacred celebration of authenticity and courage. All right? Listen, for every LGBTQ plus entrepreneur tuning in, your truth is not only valid, it is valuable. You too are a child of God as well. You are a child of God as well, right? Your visibility leads others to freedom. Heck, your courage leads others to freedom. All right? So keep shining and being true to yourself. That's what I want to say to that. Also, in June is the National PTSD, also known as Post Traumatic Stress Disorder Awareness Month. So, whether you're healing from trauma, which I can tell you, I have been there big time, right? Or you're surviving adversity or silently carrying emotional weight. Listen to me. Know this. Your story matters. Big time, you guys. Go save someone else by just telling even parts of your story and watch how God shows up and is just, man, shows all of the abundance that's going to be coming to your life. All right. And then there's a strength to seeking help also, you guys, with this, and faith in finding healing. So definitely do that for yourself as well. All right. So just please know that you are not alone in any of this in walk of life. I am here. You heard from Noel Love. She is here for it. So we are here to be with you, to guide you to the next level, you guys. All right? Man, thank you so much for being a part of this 79th episode. Woo! You guys, I am so ecstatic. And I first and foremost just want to thank my God because I could not do it without God. Just so you know. As always, oh my gosh, you guys, I appreciate you so very much for being in tune with the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast by me, the Uplifter, Jenée Hudson. Man, I so appreciate you guys to the fullest. Please continue to follow and share for ongoing content. And again, subscribe, you guys. Subscribe, like, and share to my YouTube channel for the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast by Jenée Hudson. I would really appreciate that, you guys. There is somebody out here who needs to hear all of this information. We are at 79. What? There are nuggets, gems, all these great things to just listen to, whether it's just me and a guest that I usually have at the end of the month, the last Friday. Share it, you guys. Sharing is caring. Let me tell you, all right? Yes. So, of course, you guys, keep the faith. You know, I always say that. And until next time, have a blessed day and a prosperous journey on purpose. Later.